Hi you guys, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about this guy right here. I got bangs again, or fringe, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I go between the two throughout this entire video, so fringe or bangs, whichever. I wanted to share this video with you guys today because I've had fringe a couple of different times and I've learned some tips and tricks along the way. Everything from what cut you should actually get, which is best for your face type, styling tips are in there as well, maintenance tips, all that kind of stuff. So whether you're somebody who is thinking about getting bangs and you're a bit uncertain, or maybe you already have bangs and you're trying to manage them a little better, hopefully this video will give you what you need. So keep watching to find out some more. Also, sidebar before I get started, I'm getting ready for an event in this video as well, so it's kind of a get ready with me slash tips and tricks slash I'm a little all over the place, so it's just a bit of everything video. Okay, cool. I need to finish getting ready because this event is gonna sneak up on me. So one thing about getting a fringe cut is you really need to decide what style it is that you're going for. So I don't like, you know, a blunt cut with a blunt longer length on my hair. I find that is too square for my face shape. On some people it really suits them, but for me I really need to have like softness around my face. So you'll see I have these smaller layers here, and when I take down my hair you'll see I have other layers kind of down in front of my face. The reason for that is so that when I put my hair up, it just means that it's not like fringe and then nothing, because that just makes my face look ridiculous. I need to have softness in and around like my cheekbones to just like keep the whole thing from looking too harsh. So if you have a similar face shape to me, you might want to say to your hairdresser, you know, maybe go for a softer bang, and to ensure that you have those side pieces as well, so that when your hair is tied up you've got that around your face and it's reducing the harsh lines. Find photos of different people with bangs that you like and bring them to your hairdresser and try and get different face shapes, and then the two of you can work out together kind of what is going to be best for your face shape. That's a big thing about fringes, is that you want to make sure that you're leaning into your features and you're making sure that it's going to be right for you and it's not going to look funny or weird. I years ago, like in my first year of college, I think, I was going through a major Lady Gaga moment. I had a really blunt fringe and a really short bob, and I think in hindsight it was probably too severe a haircut for me. It was kind of cute, but it was also very much like my look at the time, so I'm more about a softer look now. Also, it cuts your makeup routine right down because you barely have to do anything with your forehead because it's hidden. So, you know, one thing, and it has literally happened to me today, and this will always be the case, if you have a big event on, your hair, your fringe rather, will be greasy that day when you wake up, even if you washed it the night before. It's just a fact. I don't know why. It always happens. Always. I woke up this morning and I was like, it looks kind of like it's getting a bit greasy, but still kind of okay. And then by the time we got to midday, I was like, oh yeah, no, that has to be washed. But one tip is that you can actually just wash your fringe. So one of the best ways to do that is to tie your hair up, take it all off your face, and any of like your fringe bits, or indeed these smaller bits here, leave them down. You're going to want to lean over your sink, and a shampoo bar I find makes life a lot easier because you can be more precise. If you have a soap or something, there's a chance that it's going to get on the rest of your head, but if you have a shampoo bar you can be really precise. So you just wet it as normal, wash it once with your shampoo bar, rinse it out, dry it. Fresh hair. Because if your fringe looks fresh, the rest of your hair looks fresh. I don't know why it makes such a huge difference, but it can be a lifesaver, and it's a lot quicker than washing your entire head of hair. Oh my god, thoughts of it. Another essential tip for drying your hair, like it can split a little bit and it's fine, but generally I want to keep it pretty full and pretty straight across. So if you're trying to get your hair to sit kind of pretty evenly spread across your forehead, you're going to want to dry it in both directions. I need my hands for this. So what that means is that when you get your brush, so I'm just using a regular wooden brush with kind of a soft bristle. So when you have your brush, what you're going to want to do is point your point your hairdryer at an angle towards your fringe, and you're going to want to brush your hair in that direction, all of it over to the side, and then you're going to want to switch sides and point your hairdryer towards your fringe again and brush towards that side again, and then brush it down. And what this does is it prevents that split from happening in the middle of your hair. It's going to keep your hair kind of more centered because it's been dried towards the center. It's not going to cross over or do anything weird. It's just going to keep everything kind of straighter down. And another thing, when you're drying your hair, I get quite a lot of baby hair, and it is the most unruly hair ever. I'm getting quite a lot of it there. You can see it's kind of wanting to do its own thing, and this side has been, I don't know what it's been doing the last while. It's just been going all over the place. You're going to want to make sure to really get in at those sides and dry them correctly. So take the time to really dry them down and stop them from curling too much, because if you get curling towards your fringe, what's going to happen, it's going to curl underneath and it's going to start doing some weird things and poking through the underneath. So you want to take the time, all the hair in and around kind of anything framing your face, you're going to want to take the time to make sure that you have, you know, dried that the way you want it to dry and not the way it wants to dry, because it can do all sorts of weird and wonderful things if you let it. One thing you will find is that your hair is going to grow quite quickly, and there's a very fine line between like a cute, nice long fringe that isn't in your eyes and it's just like grazing, and not being able to see. Either learn to trim your own hair, you know, get your hairdresser to show you how to just maintain it for short periods of time, or, you know, make sure that you're booking in regular appointments with your hairdresser and making sure that you're getting it kind of kept out of your eye line. It can be quite irritating if you let it go too long, so just, it's something that you're going to have to maintain, and it is an effort, but it's worth it, because I think a well executed fringe can look really cute. I'm very lucky, my aunt is my hairdresser, so anytime I see her I can be like, help a girl out here, I can't see. Okay, so I've done foundation, I've done bronzer. What do I need next? I've been using lipstick as blush lately. Is that weird? It seems to work, so we're just going to keep doing that. And you'll notice I am liberally jumping between bangs and fringe, but you know, I'm trying to just cater to everyone right now. So obviously I've literally just got them done, so I'm not thinking of growing them out anytime soon. But if you are somebody who is kind of either deciding whether or not you want to get bangs and worried about growing them out, or indeed if you already have them and you're trying to grow them out, just know, growing out your bangs, yeah, it's painful, it's really annoying, and it can feel like it's taking forever. The best thing you can do is A, forget about it. It's going to take as long as it's going to take, and you know, you will get there, they will grow out, it's just going to take time. And the other thing is that clips, hair bands, all that kind of stuff, they are going to be your absolute best friend, so use them liberally. Embrace a front split fringe, embrace a side fringe, whatever you got to do, embrace it all. It will grow out, don't worry. That's my best tip. Just forget about it, let it grow, and then next thing you know, you're like, ah, it's gone so long. Your hair will get in the way when you're trying to do eye makeup, but don't worry about eye makeup too much, because again, no one's really going to see it, so just whack on your eye makeup, be grand, basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I need to put on lip liner because I literally can't see my lips and it's bothering me. Okay, I have lips on, I feel like I can talk again. Oh, this is an important one. Okay, when you get a fringe, do not use super oily face products. This is going to absorb that like a sponge, and then we're back to greasy situation that we talked about earlier. So for example, I have the Milky Oily Cleanser from Glossier, and I will not be using that anywhere near this because it is just going to absorb it, get really gross, even if it's just freshly washed. So I'm going to have to keep that to kind of like the bottom of my face and use my Milky Jelly Cleanser for the top part of my face. You've just got to be really careful. So nothing like bio oil if you have any scarring or anything that can go near your fringe on your skin. So nothing that's going to be oily and absorb or be easily absorbed by your hair. Just have a look at the contents of like your skincare regime or your makeup bag or whatever it is, and just have a look to see if they're oil based, and if so, try and cut them down towards your fringe. It'll just make your life a hell of a lot easier. One thing I do love about having a fringe, and I'm just going to separate because I need to do my brows, but I don't need to do that great a job because you can't see them. So I'm just going to quickly kind of fill them in a little bit, but your brows do not need an awful lot of care when you have a fringe, which is kind of amazing. So you can let these bad boys grow out if you want, because they are they're covered. So a fringe is actually a good thing if you're trying to grow out your brows. I know a lot of people, like back when I was like a teen, skinny brows are like all the freaking rage. We can thank Kate Moss for that. But if you're somebody who has maybe had a little bit of a brow mishap, be it you know, you've overplucked them, they're growing out, potentially you got a very aggressive dyeing situation going on over there, fringe, cover that shit up until it's fixed. No one's any the wiser. It's amazing. So I basically spend about 17 seconds on my brows in total a day now, and it's more than enough. More than enough. It's amazing. One other thing that is important, and one product that you're really going to need if you have a fringe, is a texturizing spray. So I use the Way texturizing hairspray. The reason for that is, certainly with my hair and its texture anyway, when it is just freshly washed and dried, it is very fluffy. Very fluffy. I put a little bit of texturizing spray in it just to help it kind of piece together a little bit better, but I'm going to leave it a little while longer and then put some more in just to help it kind of not clump but not look like a fluffy poodle that's just been washed. So that's one thing that you're going to need to add to your cart ASAP. Excuse me while I try and line my eyelids, while I try to do my eyeliner. Wish me luck. I'm not great at it. Oh my god, basically me not breathing. Okay, so I'm gonna take my hair out now and kind of show you. It's still a little bit damp, but it should hold up. So this is my heatless waves, which I learned from Tarmar, and I have a video on that, which I will link just here somewhere. So my hair is going to die down a little bit. That's only been in that for a little while, but I blasted it slightly with a hairdryer just because I am short on time, because I'm getting ready for an event, as I've said. Flick this back for 2 seconds. So just to show you for a second, so these are the smaller bits I got cut into my hair. So the rest of my hair is longer, as you can see, but I had these bits cut in so that when my hair is up, there's this softness around the front, as you can see, that even if it goes behind my ear, it's breaking the whole thing up a little bit for when my hair is up. Because I'm going to be wearing my hair down today, I want to kind of work these bits in together a little bit more. So that's where my texturizing hairspray comes in. So I'm just going to spray literally just this section and this section here a little bit. And I'm just gonna work that in together, just so that it's not like fringe and hair. It's more kind of natural than that, as you can see. yeah, so I'm going to continue to do my makeup. I'm going to smoke out my eye a little bit, add a bit more liner and some mascara because my eyes are basically naked without mascara, and I will be back in the next few minutes to show you how I style my hair with a fringe. 2 minutes. 2. I'm back. I have my face on. Yay. So this is my finished makeup and my hair, which is actually relaxed a little bit, thank God. So this is my hair down, so I kind of kept a lot of the length. I got this thinned out a little bit at the ends because anyone who has followed me for a while will know that my hair ends up looking like a triangle Lego head if I don't get it thinned out. It basically is just this. So I got it thinned out a little bit at the ends and kept quite a lot of the length because I like being able, in the summertime when it's warmer, take my hair off my face. So that was important. I realized I've just got a load of extra hair added to my face. But look, one thing that I don't really like doing unless I have a fringe is putting my hair up. I think this goes back to when I like did ballet and I used to have my hair like scraped back into a bun, and now I'm just allergic. However, I do like tying up my hair when I have a fringe. I think it's because there's still just some hair in front of my face and I don't feel so naked. The big thing with like this kind of hairstyle, and especially when it's wavy, is to not overthink it when you're styling it. So to do a half up, half down, I just grab like the top section and I keep quite a bit here because it blends quite nicely into the smaller pieces of hair that I've kept. Just basically gather it and bring it back. Again, remember, mirror down here, that's why I'm looking, I'm not like staring at my bed for answers. I feel very Ariana Grande when I do this with my hair. It's not even half as cute as when she does it, but I do. I feel very Ariana Grande. And that's just kind of a very easy, cute little way to do a half up, half down with my fringe. The first time I really got my fringe cut like quite hardcore, I was working for a retailer, I won't mention who, because they were the worst. The way I used to always wear my hair was literally like this. I'd have my fringe and I'd literally just pile my hair back. Like, I don't use a brush or anything because I think it looks kind of nicer messy, and I used to either just twist it around back to a ballet bun but way messier and put it in a bun or in a pony, and that was basically how I wore my hair like solidly, I'd say, for like a year. And it's kind of cuter when it's messier, but I would never wear my hair up like this without a fringe. I just wouldn't. I much prefer having some hair in my face and not having it scraped away, but like this, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to put the rest of my outfit on so I can show that to you guys, and then I am going to head on out. Give me 2 minutes and I'm going to change. Okay, that took way longer than 2 minutes, but you won't know that thanks to the magic of editing, so that's all good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My tips and tricks on how to style / manage bangs or fringe, whatever you want to call it. They really are manageable. You just have to learn those tips and tricks, find out what works for you, and after that you're good to go. I'm really happy with it actually. I'm glad I got it cut back in, although part of me was like, really? Fringe just before summer? Why didn't we think this through? But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to hit the like button down below and the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments down below if you have any additional tips or tricks for your fringe / bangs. Would love to hear, because it's been a while since I've had one, so I'm trying to make sure I'm remembering everything. But yeah, in case there's anything I've forgotten, pop it in a comment down below. So that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.